Ford 6F35 6-speed automatic transmission. The purpose of today's video, I want to explain how to replace shift solenoid B in vehicle without pulling the valve body out, without pulling the transmission out. If your diagnosis or my advice or other videos of mine have pointed you towards replacing shift solenoid B, I want to show you how to do it in vehicle. Alright, so I've already got the valve body out just for other reasons on this car, but that will help with me showing you exactly how to do everything you need to do. So I do recommend, if you're confused about pulling this cover off the front of the transmission or anything like that, to watch the other video where I pull this out. I'll have the link in the description below. Anyway, this is once you pull this cover off, which, by the way, on a Fusion it's going to be a metal cover and it's going to have the RTV on it. If it's an Escape, or I believe the 4-cylinder Explorer as well, is going to have a plastic cover and it's going to have a rubber seal all the way around. So just so you know, that's how it is. But after you pull that cover off, this is what it's going to kind of look like here. Obviously the screws aren't going to be loose. These are the mounting screws for the valve body. Anyway, you're going to want to disconnect the output shaft speed sensor. It plugs in there. This is what the connector looks like. Just squeeze down on the release and pull it off. And the wiring is kind of tucked into this little hole here, this little channel. You just pull it off and drape it to the side. The next thing you're going to want to do is disconnect your transmission range sensor. The range sensor is kind of sitting up here. You push down on this release, pull it back, and that range sensor will be disconnected. And you can actually plug it into this dummy port right here on the valve body. That'll actually come off with the lead frame, which is this. So next you're going to want to take a Torx 20. There's 5 screws holding the lead frame to the solenoid body. 5 screws. 1. Don't lose these. Okay, don't lose them. Here's another one here. And it helps to have a flashlight aiming down on the top of the transmission there to help you out. So that's your other Torx 20. Here's a third one right here. And they don't get too tight, maybe 65 inch-pounds, I would say. If you're concerned about torquing them, just snug them up with a 1/4 inch ratchet. I don't know why I was having so much trouble getting on that one. Anyway, that should be the last one here. There you go. There's all 5 screws. Okay, so now you're going to want to take your lead frame off. Since the screws are off, all you really got to do is just grab it, pull on it, pull it out of the solenoids. It connects into the solenoids here. Please pardon my situation here. Everything's kind of loose. It's not going to be like this for you, obviously, because your valve body is going to be bolted into the car. Here's what the back of your lead frame looks like. Just so you know, when you go back in with it, you need to be careful and plug in all the solenoids like this carefully. When you replace solenoid B, make sure it's in the same orientation as the other ones so that your terminals here on the connector have a place to go. Alright guys, the moment you've been waiting for, shift solenoid B. Like I said, you can replace it in the vehicle. It's this one. Okay, so there is one important thing I need to mention. I don't want to forget. There's a stamping number, usually 2 or 3 on shift solenoid B. I will show you in a minute. These little lock rods here, they retain them in. Grab them with your fingernail, pull them out. 1 and 2. Should be able to grab them with your fingernails. If you just cut your fingernails, get a little pair of pliers or something. Or ask your wife or something, I don't know. Somebody who didn't just cut their fingernails, and it just pops out. You just pull it out of the case like that. And stamping number on this one is, where are you? Stamping number 3. You see right next to that barcode there, it's a 3. Oh, that is not a very good, there you go. You can see that 3 there. Now you can also pull that up in ForeScan. Look at your solenoid strategy ID, solenoid band numbers they might call it, but it'll pull it up, and you're looking for SSB. It'll say 7G183 stamping number, and it'll say 2 or 3. And that's what you tell the Ford dealer when you call them and you ask for your solenoid. Stamping number 3. And shift solenoid B is 7 Georgia 383. That is 7G383. That is the base part number for your solenoid. You're going to take your new one and lube the seals a little bit with some transmission fluid. And oh my goodness, come on. There you go. That's seated, and as you can see, it's level with the other ones. Now the connector will be able to slide into there. You're going to take your lock rods one at a time, slide it into the hole. That's correct depth right there, and slide it in. So if yours didn't seat all the way like this, just jiggle the solenoid around, maybe tap on it, and they'll fall in. Take your lead frame. Your screws aren't going to be loose, so you don't have to dance around like this. All right. There you go. She's seated. Get your torque screws in, and you're done, sir. Make sure their screw holes are lined up. There we go. Obviously, you're going to have to use a ratchet because of the clearance in the car. You're not going to be able to use an impact like I am, but just use a little ratchet to snug these up. Don't forget to reconnect your two sensors. Make sure your wiring is tucked inside the transmission where it should be. Make sure you don't smash the wiring with this cover here. And I do recommend, actually it's necessary, to clear the transmission adaptive tables after replacing solenoid B. It's a quirky procedure. Make sure you get FORScan and OBD-Link EX for your interface. And go in the description below. I'm going to be coming out soon with a video on how to reset adaptive tables on this transmission. And yeah, like I said, I recommend watching it. It's a little bit of a quirky procedure. It doesn't always take the first time. So I've come up with a process on how to get it to take every time and reset properly. So alright guys, I sure do hope this video helps. That's how you replace shift solenoid B in vehicle. And I removed the vehicle from the valve body for clarity. Okay. Hope you have a good one. Good luck to you. And if you're new here, I was a Ford transmission tech for 11 years. Been working on cars for 23 years. I've got a Facebook and Discord group you can join. Go in the description below. You're going to see the Discord icon and the Facebook icon. You can click that to join, ask your questions to the group there. Anyway, all right. Take care.